Hello, crafters. This is Suzanne from A Creative Muse, and welcome to the Waffle Flower Grip Mat launch party. Yay! In this video, I'm going to show you some more things I discovered with this exciting product. As you can see, I have more than one of them now. Also, you can get a chance to win your own grip mat to play with, to give it a try, because I'm telling you, she's a winner. And if you reside outside of the United States, you'll get a $20 Waffle Flower gift certificate instead. Yay, so everybody can have a chance to win something. Can you imagine getting your own grip mat? When Waffle Flower contacted me and they sent me the 6x6 grip mat, I have since expanded on my grip mat collection. I bought everything. This thing is that good. So let me give you the rules. First, like this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Also, subscribe to the Waffle Flower YouTube channel and their Instagram as well. Then, below, post a comment detailing what would be the first thing that you would try with this awesome tool. Other folks, they're also part of the launch party, so you can increase your chances by watching everyone's videos, going to Instagram, and get your hands on one of these. Let me tell you, if you are in the least bit curious, just get one. Currently, grip mats are sold out, but you can do a pre-order at the Waffle Flower website. In this video, I'm going to show you a few things I learned about the grip mat. My primary use of the grip mat is in my Misty, both the mini Misty and the original Misty. Also, I love to use the grip mat here on my glass board glass craft mat. Love, love, love it. I'm going to do a demo here and there, and we're going to put a card together at the end. Yay! Alrighty, crafters, let's get started. In my original video, and I will link it here, I was sent the 6x6 grip mat to play with. I did the unboxing, I put it here, I was telling you how it has a great stick. It still does. If it loses its stick, just wash it off, dry it, and use it again. The only thing with the 6x6, this particular one that was sent to me, it doesn't represent what you'll get, because this one now is done correctly. I'll tell you what I mean. You know, I'm going to explain it to you. Here's my used 6x6 grip mat, right? The grip mat guide, a little bit over actually. See, it's like a 1/4 inch on each side, right? The one you'll get will be a little bit shorter, about that, a 1/4 inch short. So then when you put it in your Misty, it'll stick. Mine wasn't sticking because when I put it like this, and I'll show you in a second, see, she slides everywhere. So that's the little hiccup I was having in that video. And I said to you, I'll figure it out. But I still use the 6x6. I'm using her with my glass craft mat, and I was using her in my Misty until my order came with the 6.5 by 8.5 inch grip mat. Now I'm gonna do a little sidebar here real quick. When you look at the offerings of all the grip mats, you're gonna see grip mat and you're gonna see the size. If you want this grip mat for your original Misty, which is this size, whether you have the new one or the old one, you're going to have to get the mat that is 6.5 inch by 8.5 inch. When I did my first video, I made sure that I had put in the description below, and I'm going to link every single thing I'm talking about here. List it and link it. I made sure I put for the original Misty this size, because there is another grip mat that is 5.5 inch by 8.5 inch. Very easy to mix them up. If you get the 5.5 inch and you put it in here, you're going to be short. Okay? So this one goes full 6.5, 8.5 inch tall. So just take a second when you're ordering. I know we get excited. I caught myself. I was like, 5.5, but I just want to clarify that to you, that you pause for a second and take a look at it. So this is what you'll get when you place your order. You'll get the package with the grip mat in it. You'll get a thick carrier sheet and then another thinner acetate piece, okay? This is the grip mat. Grip mat is a very high quality photopolymer material, like a photopolymer stamp, but it's one big solid piece. It has thickness to it, a little bit under 1/4 inch. You're gonna also get 2 guides. Now the guides, you can use your guide on the top to help you align. You can also put it here on the bottom. Now see how it's backward? I can flip it over. And you want to be where here I can feel like the printed side of it. Go on the smooth side of it. And I can line it up like so. See how my guide is a 1/4 inch away from the edge? Look, you see there's 1/2 inch? Come on over and see it's not at the bottom either. So you can align it like so and then put this on. That's what was happening in the last video. Mine was the full 6x6, the guide. That's why it wasn't working, but you'll get yours. Yours will be correct. And I purposely saved this to unbox it with you guys. And you can use your carrier sheet too, like a mask. Save them in the packaging. I would suggest saving your guide, whatever you don't use, put it in the packaging and just store it someplace, because you can always put this all back together, like how you put your stamps back on your acetate sheet. Same principle. All right, crafters, I'm going to try and do it. I'm going to stand up to do this. Now you're going to notice when you're putting it on, there's going to be a little slight edging. See how you can see here, not going straight down, but there at an angle? You want to put the thicker, wider part on the bottom. And I'm going to come in edge to edge with it. Okay, crafters, I could not speak while doing that there because this is such a big area to try and line it up. I think it looks pretty close. If anything, after the video, I'll go ahead and realign it. But this is the grip mat with the guide underneath it, now stuck onto the base of the Misty. Typically, the Misty comes with your magnet, your little stamp mat. Sometimes folks will have it in black. I have the Hero Arts mouse pad. It's called a mouse pad. I like this better. That's the base. So I stuck that grip mat to that base, okay? I have been using it for a while with my mini Misty. Mini Misty, you're looking for 4 3/4 inch wide by 6 inches tall. That's the sizing if you want to get it for the mini Misty. She is lined up nicely. I'm not moving her. She'll stay right in here. She's been doing a good job. Really, really good job. If you are in the market for a Misty, scrapbook.com, they're getting this size Misty in rose quartz. It's coming soon to scrapbook.com. It's an exclusive. If you don't have a Misty already, this is a fantastic stamping tool. Why not get it in the pretty pink? Wish I could, but I already have 2. I don't need a 3rd one. So once you have it like this, you can then use the guides to center. There's this awesome 6x6 guide. Look at that grid. I love the grid. So I can use this if I wish. Now, I also like to use my grip mat right here on my glass board. So I'll go like this. And you guys saw me do that in the video. And this is what I've been using for ink blending and such with my die cut pieces. The other sizes of the grip mats, like that 5.5 inch, the 8.5 by 8.5 inch, all those other sizes that don't fit the original Misty and the mini Misty are made for Waffle Flower's media mat and their stencil mats, okay? If you have those and you're loving them, why not add this beauty to it along with keeping one in your Misty, if you have a Misty, because she's your stamping tool. This is the size that you would buy for the mini Misty. Notice that I kept the second guide in my packaging. I'm going to keep the packaging. Why not? Just put it in a drawer. Like if you lose the first one or something happens to it, then you at least have a second guide, which is very nice to have more than one guide. Now let's talk about something else. There was a little, I don't want to say controversy, but let's call it a little crafty controversy over, is the gel press the same thing as this? Because they're both clear looking material. I don't think this is a photopolymer. It is, one, super thick. You see the thickness? This is a problem in your stamping, in your stamp positioner, okay? Super flexible, super soft. This is to use with layers of paint and rolling out, and that's why I probably have it brand new in the package. I thought I would use it, never ever did. This now does something different. It has stick. It does hold. I can use it in here without having to take it out if I'm stamping, which is fantastic. Okay, crafters, if you have either of these products, this is the Wendy Vecchi Make Art Station or the Tonic Studio, I don't know what this is called, Magnetic Station. They're both metal bases that come with magnets to hold down a piece of cardstock while you're ink blending and such. As you can see, I have 2 of them. I don't like either one of them. And I bought all of this, even with the ruler, and I still don't like it. But that's just my personal thing. If you love yours, great. But you can extend your metal make art mat by adding this beauty to it. You could do on this one, you could do 6 by 6. You could do 6 3/4 by 8.5. You could do the 8.5 inch square. And then you don't have any need for all of this. You can then put your cardstock or die cut piece and then blend on it. So it does work if you do have a make art station and you're loving it and you've only been seeing folks using the Misty and you don't have a Misty. You can stamp with this too. You can take a stamp block, come on here, because it is still firm enough. Okay, so 2 thumbs up for that. I just wanted to let you know that it can work in your make art station. Peels off easy, does not have a crazy stick. Notice that my paper here is not bent crazy. I'm going to use my cloud stencil. Come back into my favorite here on my glass mat, 6 by 6. To do it straight is going to be crazy for me, so I'm going to do it at an angle. I know it's going to look wonky. 3 blender brushes. I'm going to go 3 colors. These are all Distress Oxide colors. You're looking at Salvage Patina, Twisted Citron, and Saltwater Taffy. I'm going to go blue here first. Now, my natural thing is to hold it down, but I don't need to. See? This is holding, but you could still do this if you want. If that's your habit, I mean, we're all used to the habit anyway, but you don't have to, okay? Gently lift the stencil, and I will continue. All right, crafters, I'm going to speed up the video here because I don't want to bore you with my wonderful ink blending, but you'll see it. Okay, crafters, I'm hopping back into video. I'm using isopropyl alcohol on a paper towel just to clean off the color that's on the edges of this. So I don't want the colors to blend, okay? Okay, crafters, I'm at the bottom and you can see that my habit is still to hold. It's hard for me not to hold it because I'm so used to it. I don't have to. You notice how I'm going straight on now without the stencil. This I'm going to cover up, so don't worry about that. I love this saltwater taffy. There's something so nice about saltwater taffy. Look at that. I'm loving this size on my glass mat. It's just the best. So there we go with the cloudy stencil at Waffle Flower. Let me wipe it off. Until it's done, I'll use the same old paper towel until it's done. I have a roll of Bounty in my craft room, so I always use isopropyl alcohol. Now to clean this, I don't use isopropyl alcohol. I'm going to have to use an ink cleaner because this is a photopolymer stamp. Don't mix them up. I already did. I wiped here and I was like, uh-oh. Not supposed to do that. I have my archival ink cleaner. I use this for the better press, but I'm going to use it here. Let me get a microfiber cloth and clean it like so. I received in the mail something else I ordered from the new release. Postage collage die set. Love. This is also sold out. The postage collage Christmas stencil. I got the coordinating stamp, which is called postage collage stamp. So last night, I put it like this. Did all my ink blending. I have some extras. I messed up 2 of them. So if you get this stencil, this postage stencil, right there, there's going to be on the second stencil, There's this big circle. I had put that in black as the eye instead of the third stencil, which is really the eye of the reindeer. That's why I messed it up. And the alignment here on the house. But it's okay because I was still able to salvage 4 other pieces. So let's now play with stamping. Just use my trimmer and trim this down. This is so nice. So this is that postage collage collection. There are other stencils as well, like an everyday stencil. Oh, I can't remember the other one. I already ordered them. I'm just waiting for them to come. So there's a couple ways that you can stamp this. We're going to stamp right here. You'll just want to work with it on your glass craft mat or your make art station. I have some pigment ink here in black. Let's go with First Class Mail. I have my little 1.5 inch Gina K acrylic blocks. Oh, they're fabulous. I so love it. And the weight, you can use it to also help glue your die cut pieces. When you need an acrylic block to hold your die cut piece, you can also use these Gina K acrylic blocks. They just have a nice weight. I think she made them kind of like a ergonomic thing. First Class. Let's do here. So love. All right, now let's go into using it with the Misty. So you can stamp with this too. It has a nice surface to stamp with. See, look at them. And they don't bend. I love this because I was so worried about this tearing my paper, bending it. Just gently lift it. Don't go crazy into it where you are bending it because you're just going for it. Go lightly. Here's another thing about this grip mat that is so fantastic. You can put your piece like so, right there, and stamp straight on it, okay? So you don't have to use a magnet. I can if I want, but you don't have to. So your magnet will still work, but you don't have to. You can do that if you want, but you don't have to. That's why my magnet is no longer in here. I already broke a magnet because I had 2 of them in here and they collided and one broke. It's so nice to not have to worry about Misty magnets anymore. I can just do like this. Okay, crafters, so I'm lining up my 50 cents. Some people have said that when they lift this up, this comes with it. Lightly tap, 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 tap. I tell you, this is like the Misty's new best friend. And Misty's like, where have you been? I love you. This line is just so comprehensive and so easy to use. Look at that. Isn't that nice? I can come back on again. And normally, I would have had to have gone down here to stamp. And sometimes, depending on what you're stamping, you can't get to this corner. You ever notice that? Now I can come here in the center and be okay. Time and time again. Love that. Let's put it to a further test, just to illustrate that point. So you can use it with a stamp block if you wish. I had talked about this in a recent video where I stamped my kitty cat's face after ink blending. This is the Spellbinder Stampenda's Hugs cat. I'm going to ink blend now with some distress ink in tea dye, okay, with a foam. So I would normally come on in, do my ink blending. I'm not doing nothing professional here, so don't think this is going to look good. This is just for demonstration purposes. So what I had done, I took my kitty, did all my ink blending beforehand, like this. Then I needed to come on in and stamp the face. So in the video, I didn't show you what I did, but I'm going to show you here. So ink blending. Reason I kept this, to stamp the face properly, I would have done this. Line this up like so, put the negative in, then come like this to then stamp the cat's face. But I didn't have to do that with the grip mat. All right, crafters, so here's Pretty Kitty. Kitty Hugs. And you can have the drop-in face or stamp a face with the Kitty Hugs faces. So I'm going to use the Kitty Hugs faces. So normally I would have had to put it back in here like so, put a magnet on it like so, and then stamp it. Without the grip mat, this would not be easy to do. It would start moving, things would go wonky, so I would always have to keep this to then stamp it. But with the grip mat, I can put my magnet away on the side because the original Misty doesn't have this spot for your magnet, but the new and improved, this is a new and improved Misty, does. And the one at scrapbook.com, yes, it'll have the little spot and come with a magnet. You can always have one here. So this is what I did. I just lined it up like so. It is. Open up my Misty, come on here, and then fold it over. This just made my day. Come back in. Look at that. Let's go again, just to show you nothing shifted. Come back in. Pretty kitty. Get my kitty done. So you can stamp on your images like that. I discovered this because I had ink blended everything, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to stamp this thing now. And I did not want to freehand it because I always go too much pressure here, too lean there. At the end of a die cut, you're like, wait a second, I want to stamp on it. Easy, easy, easy. Love. Part 2 of the video now with the putting a card together. So this is with that adorable set, which is the beehive die. There you go. With the tree branch, leaves, and flowers. Love. The happy bee die. This was sent to me by Waffle Flower. This I ordered recently, the sweet daisy die. And I'm also going to stamp a sentiment on the card from the coffee shop talk. I'm going to use What's Up Buttercup. Last night, I ink blended, had my grip mat, because I like to do it here on my glass mat. So I did crafty glass mat like so. Cut it out. This is hammer mill cardstock. And I'm going to show you exactly what I did. So at first, I was kind of like doing this. So this is an intricate die cut. I took my small blending brush, 2 of my favorite Gina K inks. This one is Jelly Bean Green and Fresh Asparagus. And I was going like this last night, right? Like so. Inking up, coming in, like that to do my leaves. Then I'd come on with the dark color, which is the Fresh Asparagus. Kind of did a thing at the bottom. But then, partway through, I realized I could do this. This is a very delicate, intricate die cut piece once you get to those points, right? And these leaves are small. Let's come back in and do the same thing again. So come on in. Ink blend. Free-handed. Like so. You see? And then here I am now coming on with the asparagus, which I'm pushing in more. Isn't that beautiful? Now let's go in with this part. I'm just going to go green because I have the green here. Just for the sake of showing you. Look how intricate that is. I can come on in shading. You see the shading happening? Love, love, love. If you are on a tight budget, just get one grip mat. You could do this size because this one has a pretty decent price point, the 6x6. You could go smaller. That will have a lower price point, but you are going to be limited if you come down too small, okay? If you go with the one for the Misty, the 6.5 by 8.5, then the price point goes up. It's a bigger piece of photopolymer material. Come on, look at this. And then the best part, lift. See? And I'm not ripping it. I'm not bending it. Hello. Love. So I did all this ink blending, didn't have to hold anything in here, ink blend in here. You can just work with it. It's your little assistant waiting to help you make cards. That's what the grip mat is. It's your crafty assistant. Love that. So I have my little tray here. Where's the tray from? Just in case you're asking. Target bathroom section. That's where you can find this tray. I think it's $1 or $2 too. And you can stack them too. They come stackable. Here's my other tray. See? They come stackable. The only thing, it doesn't have a lid. But, you know, depending on how you're working, that might be something you want to get. Target. When I blended my cloud background, that was using the A2 Lacy Layers die. I don't think I showed you this. So that I used the largest one right here. Not the full A2, but this second one with the scallop detail, okay? The beehive, did that last night. I did 2 beehives. This is all with Gina K ink. Pulled out this little piece here from the beehive die and then layered this up. So it's twice over here for this piece that comes in for the beehive, just to give a little dimension. Then on the back, I have some foam tape and I'm going to remove the foam. I'm going to go ahead and adhere it now, just in this top corner here. Am I on straight? I hope I'm on straight. Isn't that cute? Yeah, that's cute. All right. I had also ink blended some of the bees. There's a little wing with it too. Look at that. I cut the wing out in acetate. You just put it on the back with a little bit of glue. Let's say this happens to you. Let's see how my Misty with the grip mat can help me here. And I didn't purposely do that. I should have stamped it first. Because I don't want to come into the corner. You know, it gets funky there in that corner when you're stamping a sentiment. I want the sentiment to be down here. Even with the die cut stuck on, My lid can still close, okay? Here's the sentiment. What's up, Buttercup? Let's go like left corner down here somewhere. Okay, crafters, the brand new stamp lifted everything because it has too much stick. It's photopolymer on paper. This is gonna always lift that. But I figured it out. I lined it up back. Let's hope that I am straight. Oh, that is cute. What's up, Buttercup? Come back in again, second time. I could heat emboss this because I am using pigment ink. Oh, so cute. See, your crafty assistant is your grip mat. Love. Then we're going to bring in my little bee, my mama bee, and where's baby bee? And baby bee. Got my little pop dots going on. Now there are some flowers if I wanted to add flowers. I had planned to add flowers, but maybe I won't. I don't. But you guys get the general gist of. I kind of like it without the flowers, actually. So I'm going to skip the flowers. I made all those flowers for the next card. From that same A2 Lacy die, I have the outer piece, this part, die cut. This is a hammer mill cardstock as well, the same thing that I blended with. This is the full 4 1/4, 5.5 inch, okay? Then I have a card base, 8.5 inch wide, 5.5 inch tall. Score at 4 1/4 on the 8.5 inch side. Use your score tool, bone folder. This is my all-to-new mini scoreboard. Love, love, love this scoreboard. And it's 8.5 inch tall. She is fantastic. Before that, I was always using my Martha Stewart one, but this, just, yeah, winner. Using my Barely Art glue. Did you guys notice that scrapbook.com is now carrying Barely Art glue too? So you can get your Barely Art glue at Spellbinders, now at scrapbook.com. Even the refill is there. Extra nozzles, extra cap, the 2 sizes, 2 inch, 4 inch. This is a 2 inch bottle. I also have a 4 inch bottle. And then, there we go. Okay, I'm not going to show you this boring part of attaching this, but isn't that cute? So cute. So this was all done using my crafty assistant, my grip mat. And most of it, to be honest with you, was using the 6x6 on my glass craft mat because here I just have room to play and grow. I may, because I do love it here, this combination so much, I may get the 8.5 inch. The 8.5 inch is for the bigger Waffle Flower media mat, but I could see myself 8.5 inch here because then I could put, you know, over here, have little sections of ink blending and done because I do love the 6x6. Along with stamping, ink blending, holding your die cuts, working with you as your crafty assistant. If you have any rubber stamps that are unmounted like this, if they have cling on them, meaning the whole foam and everything, then you would use your Misty. You would then take this all out, you know, put it down like so with the cling and stamp, right? But this is unmounted, meaning you're just buying the rubber. I buy this because it has a good price point. It doesn't have all the jazz on it. It'll hold your image. So now you don't have to get that whole set. And then you come on in. I'm going to go like this. But what I'll do, I'll tape my hammer mill then over here, I think. I saw a video with it. This is my first time doing it, so hopefully I'm not wrong. On here, there's nothing to hold it. You need to have something to hold it. So you're going to work kind of like how the Better Press works. You know, the media is here, the press plate. This instance is the unmounted rubber stamp. So I'm just using the guide outside here on the Misty lid. Put a little bit of yellow tape. Other best crafty assistant is Spellbinders yellow tape. You guys know I love this stuff. So if you have your unmounted rubber stamps like me and don't use them because you forget that you even have them because of the whole drama with it, you can then use your grip mat to enjoy all your unmounted rubber stamps. Let's go. It's a little bit of height here, but that's good. See? Yay! Alrighty, crafters. Everything will be detailed and linked below. If you see everywhere that it's sold out, ask to be notified, especially at Waffle Flower. Comment below in this video, what is the first thing that you're going to do with your grip mat? Also, don't forget to subscribe at Waffle Flower's YouTube channel and Instagram. For a chance to win one of these beauties, you will have until the 30th of July. Grip mat to then play with, and once you get it, you're going to be like me. You're going to go out and you're going to buy all of them. I was sent the 6x6. I have since bought the size for the mini Misty. I bought the one for the original Misty. Now I'm even talking about getting the 8x8, just the 8.5, just to work here on my glass mat. That's how much I love this, because it really is making my life easier in so many ways. Time and time again. Even stamping, having fun, just love. Alrighty, crafters, I've taken up enough of your time. Hopefully you're feeling excited about grip mat, and if I showed you something new and you already have a grip mat, go ahead and play with it further. Alrighty, crafters, until the next video. Stay crafty, my friends. Bye!